We make over $100,000 every month thanks to the chatting script I'm going to share with you today. I split everything into two parts. First, the content script, meaning the pictures and videos you need. Then, the text script, the actual messages you send, why you send them, and how to connect them to that content. So let's get straight into it. There are a few rules you want to follow when filming content for script. First, no sunlight. When the content is being filmed, there should be no natural light coming in. And this is really important because you need to be able to sell the content at any given time. You can't be selling a script at 2 a.m. when you have the sun shining through the window. Second, the whole point of this script is to make the fan believe that this is happening live. So all videos must be filmed with the same clothes, same location, and same makeup. If the model starts in a white tank top and then 3 videos later she's wearing a pink blouse, the fans will notice. They're not stupid. Third, don't over-sexualize the clothing. It's better to wear something casual, something the model would actually wear at home, like a t-shirt, shorts, whatever feels normal, because it's way more believable that she's sitting at home in something regular than wearing lingerie for no reason. The more natural it looks, the better. Now, here's what content you actually need. I will break this down into 5 categories. First, verification picture. These are simple. A peace sign, a thumbs up, maybe holding a spoon. Anything a fan might ask for, basically. Because there will be a lot of fans who say, if you are really filming this right now, take a picture with a spoon. And you already have it ready. Second, teasing videos. 4 short videos, nothing revealing, just enough to get him curious. Something like the model sending a kiss to the camera or doing a fit check. Third, undressing, nude, and solo play content. This is already paid content, and it should progress, each piece more revealing than the last. Fourth, a gratification video. This is just the model looking into the camera, smiling and saying she had a good time. I'll explain later why this one matters more than you think. Fifth, pictures. In every step, you need pictures as well. These are used as free teasers in between PPVs to keep the arousal. In total, you need about 15 videos and 30 pictures. I know it sounds like a lot, but believe me, it's better to have more than to run out of stuff to sell when the fan is spending. One more thing, the first PPV should be at least 1 minute long. This matters because the fan can see the duration on the paywall even before he buys the video. If it says 10 seconds, he's not buying. That's the content side. But content alone doesn't make you money. What makes you money is how you connect those pieces of content to the conversation. And that's where the text script comes in. This part actually turns messages into sales. The text script is the step-by-step flow of how the conversation goes from the first message to a PPV. There are 6 steps. Step number 1 is building rapport. This part is never scripted in our agency as it has to feel genuine. But everything after this is. When the fan first messages, you don't sell, you talk. 10 to 20 messages of normal conversation. If it's a new subscriber, you're gathering information like his name, his location, and occupation. You can use all of this information later on to your advantage. You can flirt here, but don't turn it sexual yet. Unless he comes in hot and asks for content right away. That's another story. Then you want to sell to him as he is probably already doing the business and you don't want to lose the sale. The goal here is simple. Make him feel like he's talking to a real person. Then move to step 2. The transition. This is the part most people get wrong. They either jump straight into selling, which kills the vibe, or they never make the move, and the fan just leaves. Here's the trick. You don't initiate the sexual conversation. You let him do it, but you give him a reason to. You do that by sending teasers. Something like a picture of the model laying in bed with her plushie, and the message is, "Isn't he cute?" So you didn't say anything sexual, you didn't push anything, but the chance that he responds with something flirty is really high. If you want something even more subtle, send a 3-second video of the model sending a kiss to the camera with the text, "My face looks so bad right now." It's casual, it's innocent, but it opens the door. After a few more messages, you send a second teaser. This one is a bit more suggestive, like a 30-second video of the model showing her body a bit. Still not revealing anything, but it focuses on her best features. It could be her face, her curves, whatever stands out. This builds tension. The point is guide him to start the sexual conversation in an innocent way without forcing it. Step 3. The yes train. Now this is one of the most important parts. Before you send a PPV, you need to get a yes from him first. You ask a question like, if I do this, do you promise you'll go easy on me? He says yes, and this is when you send the PPV. Because he already said yes, he feels like he's obliged to buy it. He made the commitment. It's a small thing, but it changes the buy rate. Your first PPV should be priced between $15 and $25, and it should be a undressing video. Something like the model taking her top off. You don't show everything right away because you want to stretch the session for as long as possible. The price and how much you show depends on how you run the marketing. As if you post fully nude pictures on social media, you cannot expect to get much from them on OnlyFans. But on the other side, if you don't show anything anywhere, you can sell a picture of the model in just her lingerie. Moving to step 4, objection handling. Now here's what most people never talk about. What happens if he doesn't buy? You don't panic. You don't sell another PPV, hoping a different one works. You handle the objection. If he ignores the PPV, you always want to follow up. The way I think about follow-ups is if you spent all this time talking to a subscriber just to get to that PPV and he doesn't buy it, this is your lost time. But if you follow up even 10 times, if you get him to buy that PPV, you turn that lost time into profitable time as he bought the PPV at the end. You can follow up with something like, guess I will just put my clothes back on. That's it. Playful, light, no pressure. But it creates a small fear of missing out. And most of the time, it works. He doesn't want to end the moment. If he still doesn't buy, you don't push. You go back to chatting, build more rapport, and push the PPV again in a few messages. If that still doesn't work, you want to find out why he didn't buy. Maybe he just doesn't like the type of content and is interested in something different. Don't write him off just because he didn't spend right away. Find out why. We had a session where the fan didn't want to buy a $15 PPV and ended up buying a $600 custom, just because he was into a specific kind of content. And we only found out that because we handled the objection correctly. Step 5. The ladder. If he does buy, you don't want to immediately send another PPV. That's a mistake a lot of people make. Instead, you want to continue building the mood. Send the scripted text, send teasers. Those are the pictures we took earlier. Keep the energy going. And then, when the tension is back up, you set up another PPV. Remember the yes train. Second PPV, she takes off her bottoms. She's now fully nude. You keep repeating the pattern. Build the arousal, free teasers, set up the next PPV and sell. Each PPV gets more explicit. Undressing, full nude, solo play. And you keep going until the fan can't spend anymore. Step 6, relationship building. You keep selling until the fan can't spend anymore or climaxes. You want to get every last penny out of him. But the moment he's done, you stop selling. If you keep pushing PPVs after that, you'll ruin the whole relationship and he won't come back. This is when you build a relationship. He's most vulnerable right after he climaxes. So that's your window. First, send the gratification video, the one we talked about earlier. The model looking at the camera, smiling, saying thank you. Then you want to sound grateful and satisfied. Something like, oh my God, I can barely type, my hands are still shaking. After that, you ask relationship type questions. These are not sexual, these are romantic. Something like, what does a perfect date look like for you? Now he's imagining that in his head. He's imagining the scenario. He might say something like, I'd like to take you to a nice restaurant. And you build around it. Say something like, yeah, and then we'd go for a walk down the beach and watch the sunset. Like he's really imagining it in his head. This is when he falls in love. But you can't stay here forever, right? You have other sessions to focus on, the ones that where the fans are actually spending money right now. So you say goodbye naturally. It can be something like, it was so nice talking to you, but I had to go now. My friends are already downstairs waiting for me. I'm running late because of you. Can we continue this later? Now you have the next session set up for later today or tomorrow. And the cycle starts again. Now look, I just walk you through the entire structure so you can create your own script. But if you want to see an example of how our actual script looks like inside our agency, every step, every message, everything in one place, You can get it at the first link in the description, for free by the way. Now let's recap. 2 parts. The content script, so what to film. No sunlight, same location, same clothes and casual look. Verification pictures, teasers, undressing, nude solo play and a gratification video. 15 videos, 13 pictures. Second, the text script. How to turn those messages into money. Build rapport, transition with teasers, get the yes, handle the objection, run the ladder, and then build a relationship and say goodbye. That's the system, not a copy-paste template. Every conversation is different, every fan is different, but this structure keeps you on track. If you want to see more stuff like this, we also have a free Telegram channel where we post educational content weekly. That's also linked in the description. And if you're wondering how to actually get fans to the page in the first place, how we build Instagram pages that bring in subscribers every single day, watch this video next. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.